Okay, so the next step in our journey to the airline transport pilot license is to get the jet engine rating. Jet engine rating. Jet-powered aircraft are more efficient at faster speeds and higher altitudes. They are the right pick to reduce flight times while featuring both lessened cabin noise and less invasive turbulence. There's no additional training for this, so let's pay the credits, take the exam and see what happens. When someone thinks about speed in modern aircraft, one's likely to think about airplanes equipped with turbofan engines. You'll be performing today's flight at the helm of the Cirrus Vision SF-50G2, very light jet. This aircraft stands out as an incredibly intuitive plane to operate. It should prove rather straightforward to handle, as it is both nimble and easy to fly. Jet engines offer a more efficient alternative at high speed than their turboprop counterparts, due to absence of propeller drag. Conventional turbofan engines like the Williams blah 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 are composed of a fan, compressor, combustion blah blah blah. You'll be performing a standard traffic pattern over Toronto Island to demonstrate your skills with this engine type. Since this flight is very short, you should not be concerned about gaining too much speed on the straights. You will have to manage some light wind blowing from 009 throughout your flight. Since the wind is blowing from a direction transversal to the runway, it's what we refer to as a crosswind. You will have to counter its effects by making a rudder adjustment throughout your flight if you want to stay on course. Pay special attention to the wind's effect on takeoff and landing. This aircraft is equipped with a retractable landing gear system. Remember to retract the gears after takeoff and extend them before landing. Easy enough. Let's go. Take 3. So we remove the pitot cover, the engine cover, open the door, chocks, enter the aircraft, start our engines. We want to turn on the strobe lights, master oxygen, pitot heat, speed bugs on, altitude select 1700, heading select 260. We want to set heading and arm the nav. We want a vertical speed select of 1000 feet per minute. We want to take the first stage of flaps. If you followed all of that, congratulations. Can't arm the nav yet because the systems haven't initiated. We're going to go into the flight plan. Flight plan 000, as you can see, is the climb point for some reason. So we want to set a direct to 000 and activate that in the flight plan. That will just keep everything nice and smooth as we take off, because they've missed that point off. So that's now set on the FMS. Now everything's up. We should be able to... Oh, there we go. FMS is set straight out. So now we can request our taxi clearance.
Ground Golf, Delta Romeo Lima Delta. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Golf, Delta Romeo Lima Delta taxi to and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Charlie Delta. Contact tower on 119.2 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 26 via taxiway Charlie Delta Romeo Lima Delta.
So about 20% of thrust is enough to get the initial taxiing going. There is a little bit of a hill we have to go up here, so we need a bit more thrust as we try to get up over the hill. bring it back down. Now the hold short box is actually after the hold short for the runways, but it doesn't seem to penalise you if you stop in it, so go ahead and go past the hold short for this test and make your call from within that box. Okay.
City Tower Golf, Delta Romeo Lima, Delta ready at runway 26, departing straight out.
Golf, Delta Romeo Lima Delta, altimeter 2.2 departing straight out approved. Cleared
Landing
for
lights
takeoff,
are
runway
on.
26.
Clear for takeoff.
Clear for
runway
takeoff.
26, Romeo.
On runway 26. Now be careful, there are two runways at this airport that are very close to each other. Runway 26 is the, from our perspective, the rightmost runway. So follow the rightmost taxi line. That will take you onto runway 26. Otherwise you'll end up on whatever that runway is over there. So we are lined up. I'm going to get my view set for everything I need to do. We will go full throttle. We'll do a rotate, positive rate, gear up, flaps up, autopilot will come on at some point. There must be a minimum altitude for the autopilot for this one. There we go, autopilot on. Pull the power back a bit, we're not trying to go too fast. That's not the aim of this. The aim of this exam is to prove that we can fly this aircraft. And actually we're probably still a bit too fast, because we're not making those turns as tightly as it wants us to. So I'm going to pull the power back to about 50%. Pulling the power back now to about 30%. It's not about speed on this one. Okay, now I'm going to set the altitude down to about 300, and I'm going to get ready to start calling in a descent with the autopilot. Announce my full stop landing.
City Tower Golf, Delta Romeo Lima, Delta 1,700 feet to land.
Golf, Delta Romeo Lima Delta City Tower. Altimeter 29.9 fly left base runway 26.
Okay, acknowledge that. Extend the gear.
Base runway 26 Romeo Lima Delta.
Romeo
Put in a 500 feet per minute descent.
Clear to land runway 26.
Take in our first stage of flaps. Taking our second stage of flaps, put that power back in.
Romeo Lima Delta, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes.
Cleared to land runway 26 Romeo Lima Delta.
increase that rate of descent just a tad. Bit more. Autopilot off.
500.
Put a bit of rudder in. Bit of power in now to allow us to have a nice flare. Let's put it down.
Romeo Lima Delta, turn next taxiway.
And we'll taxi back to parking. Now, unfortunately, this whole short is also at the wrong side of the whole short,
Lima Delta, contact ground on 121.7.
but it will hit you if you go too far over. So you have to kind of edge it. We'll take the flaps out now. I need to go forward just a little bit and stop, and then a little bit, stop, press taxi clearance, and hopefully it doesn't punish me for its failure. Get ready to turn off the landing lights just as we exit the
Delta Romeo Lima Delta taxi to general
runway.
aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking
Okay.
via taxiway, Romeo Lima Delta.
We've definitely left the runway, so turn the landing lights off. Park, parking brake, shut down. And let's wait and see. Takes a little while for these engines to spool down. Awkward.
It's not every day that you see pilots flying as well as you did. Congratulations.
Yeah! A rating! Da, 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 da. Traffic pattern altitude 100%. Autopilot, thank you. Traffic pattern path 83%. I didn't descend quickly enough, I think. Respect taxi path 100%. Plane handling 81%. Everything went perfectly. And that is how you get to the A rating on the jet engine rating. Let's see what happens next. Congratulations, certification jet engine rating passed. Jet-powered aircraft are more efficient at faster speeds and higher altitudes. They are the right pick to reduce flight times while featuring both lessened cabin noise and less invasive turbulence. New aircraft available to fly in missions, the Cirrus Vision Jet G2. I'm looking forward to that. That's a fun little plane to fly. Okay, and that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.